So the camper's to the point where I can take it out on a camping trip, but I have a few things to do first just to get it ready. I thought I ought to check the wheel bearings just to make sure that they don't need any grease. And the grease looks pretty old and tired, but I didn't smell anything burnt, so I guess that's a good thing. I cleaned and replaced the grease inside the hub and cleaned up the bearings. You can't really tell here, but the bearings looked pretty good. I just repacked them and put them back together. Okay, it's tough to see here with all the glare from the sun, but I did install a couple of reflectors on the top rear of the camper. You can probably see the one on the left a little bit better. And I went ahead and added a couple of reflectors to the front as well. Due to the size of this camper, it's pretty small. It's below the size where you have to have running lights, so I just used reflectors instead. So I got everything hooked up to the camper, and I just took it around the block for a test ride. And I wanted to check out the brake lights and the blinkers and that everything was in working condition, and everything turned out to be just fine. So I decided to just leave it here on the curb while I load it up. I've got the cupboard all stocked up with some fruit and dry goods, flashlight, and a few other things. And I've got stuff like bread, spices, snacks, crackers, wipes, and toiletries. I've got my bed all made up, and I'll probably just end up sleeping inside the sleeping bag. And I don't have any curtains made yet, so I just tacked up some Reflectix over the windows just for some privacy. I've got the left bench all packed, and it's a perfect size for my cooler and a couple of milk crates that I can use for storage. I've got some towels and just some clothes and things like that packed up in there. And it was kind of a happy accident that all that stuff fits so nicely in there. I didn't design that bench around those, it just happened that way. I don't have a table area set up in the camper, so I thought I would just bring a couple of these smaller tables and set them up. And once they're set up, they're actually not a bad size, so I think these are going to work out just fine. Okay, my water storage tank is full. I've got plenty of propane for the stovetop stored away, and my gray tank is empty. So I'm good to go up front. Alright, so now I'm all loaded up, gassed up, and snacked up. And so I just pulled over to take one last photo before heading out onto the interstate. So now I'm headed to Arizona. After driving all morning, I just made it to Arizona, and I stopped here at the Glen Canyon Dam overlook. This is the dam that created Lake Powell. Here's a shot of the Glen Canyon Dam from the overlook site. Can't really see all of the dam, but you can see the top and the bridge that allows you to drive over it. I had to zoom way in, so this photo is a little bit grainy. Here's the extreme southwest edge of Lake Powell. The dam is just out of view on the right side, but this is where it starts. These next couple of photos take you across the lake from right to left, from the beginning of the lake up to the marina. And finally, we make it to the Wahweep Marina. And this area makes up most of the lake that sits inside the Arizona border. And it's actually about less than 5% of the lake, but it seems to get more traffic than the Utah side. So the Wahweep Marina area is in the lower left corner of the picture, and you'll see that that's what is below the border of the Utah-Arizona that's shown here in red. And all the blue that you see above the border is the Utah portion of Lake Powell, and that makes up about 95% of the lake. And this happens to be the largest man-made reservoir in the United States. It felt good to finally be able to take the camper out on an actual camping trip after working on it for so long. But that's going to do it for this week's video. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later.